All right, guys. Little bit different video this week on for the YouTube channel. But most of you guys that follow me, you know that I always do a Tom Talk, or most of the time I do a Tom Talk at the end of the video. Well, this video is basically all of Tom Talk. So we had an event this week at Sick Pizza. Basically, well, first we had a tragic event happen in our community that where our pizza place is located. Scott, my partner with the pizza place, was Sick Pizza in Oxford, Michigan, and just a horrific event that happened, and going to take you through our timeline of what we did to help the best way that we knew how to. So without further ado, we'll get right to that. All right, crew here at Sick Pizza, some of them. Obviously the tragedy yesterday is horrible. Everybody's at a loss for what to do. The only thing that, the best thing we know how to do is to feed people. So with that, we're going to be all the proceeds, all the money that we get from pizzas from 12 to 8 tomorrow through Sunday, 100% of that goes to help the families affected by this tragedy. We're only going to offer what?
Small round pizzas, either pepperoni or just cheese. We're not going to do phone aheads. We're not going to do online orders. It's simply we're gonna make as many pizzas as our ovens will hold, and hopefully we got a line out the door of people wanting to put money in the bucket, and we'll give you a pizza. That's kind of the thing that we came up with for donations.
Yeah, the other thing is all our staff is volunteer for the weekend, so nobody's getting paid. And obviously we're keeping, like, just to be clear, when you donate $10, $10 goes to the families. Like, we're donating all the food, all the labor, everything towards this. We just want to try and raise as much as possible for the families affected by this, and this is the best way we know how.
So come out Thursday through Sunday, 12 to 8, and support your community. Thanks.
Thanks, guys. So, with the event that happened Tuesday, that just horrific event, caught us by surprise because, I mean, everybody thinks it can't happen. It won't happen to them in their area, and another one of the school shootings happened in Oxford, which we live in Lake Orion, which is the neighboring town to Oxford. Sick Pizza is located in Oxford, just one town away. So many kids that work for Scott at the pizza place go to that high school, are graduates of that high school. I mean, that's our community. I asked to go through. This happened on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we're normally closed. Scott was at the pizza place and just made random pizzas and stuff for people, and delivered them. And then Scott and I talked, said, like, what should we do? I mean, we were at a loss on what to do. And kind of the first thing came to mind was, hey, well, let's just do a fundraiser for pizzas. And I was developed into, well, you know what, let's just give pizzas away for donations, and then let's just see how much money we can raise. And then it's like, well, when do we do it? And we're like, well, I guess let's just do it. Let's do it Thursday through Sunday. And hey, maybe we can raise 25 grand.
Yeah. Hey everybody, Scott from Sick Pizza. So I'm sure everybody knows right now what we're doing is we've shut down normal operations, and we are making small round pizzas, both pepperoni or just cheese, and we are giving them away. You just need to come in and make a donation. We got a couple 5-gallon buckets. We're trying to fill them up. We've got volunteers from Orion, from Oxford, from Crave Pizza in Clarkston, and we're just trying to fill up the buckets. We've had a huge response. We've already done about 125 pizzas since noon today. We are going to do this from till 8 o'clock tonight, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're also going to do it from noon to 8. So I just want to let everybody know we're still up here. We're ready for you. We had a huge lunch rush that was a little crazy. Every dollar that you put in this bucket is going to the families of the victims of the Oxford High School. So I got no salads, I got no subs, I got no soda pop. It's just pizzas, and you can either have pepperoni or you can have cheese. But come up here. We're giving it all back, and we're hoping to raise a ton of money. Thank you.
That would be cool. And
originally we thought that because we had just gotten our food order, so we thought that we would have sufficient amount of flour and cheese and sauce, because basically the pizzas that we would normally sell, we're just giving them away, and then we just made it easier by doing one size.
So we had our normal week supply of food.
Yeah.
Like this is what we would do until the next food order came in, which is what, on Tuesdays?
On Wednesday. So yeah. So we, after the first day, it was very, very apparent that this was going to be super, super successful. And
yeah, so we just basically, what we did is we went to the staff and we said, hey, will you guys volunteer? Because it's not the proceeds, it's not the profit that we're giving away, it's 100% of the money. Like literally, like we just put buckets on the counter, cash registers shut off, and whatever donation somebody put in there, like how many pizzas did they want? I mean, that was it. So we asked our staff to volunteer, like if any of them would volunteer, and obviously, I mean, so many of them stepped up, which, I mean, it shows one thing, like in this whole thing, and I mean, I know that a lot of stuff's gonna be scattered, but this is just like a download for us. This isn't a rehearsed, how are we gonna do this video? But
hey everybody, Scott from Sick Pizza, just giving me an update. We're up to 199 pizzas so far. The response has been awesome, but we have a couple more days to do this, so you guys got to come up here. I got a ton of volunteers, and we're making a ton of pizzas and going through a ton of pizza boxes. Just get up here. Come on, man. This is what we got to do. Thank you.
We look at things and we say, man, there's so many things wrong with kids these days, and the proof of this weekend is there's things wrong with some kids. Other kids, amazing, and like just the most giving, like going to our staff, and then the staff saying, like, I mean, 75-80% of them, like, just, oh yeah, no, whatever, I'll show up my original schedule. Well, they say they'll show up their original schedule, then they showed up way beyond their original schedule.
Absolutely.
And then just stay there the whole time.
Yeah.
And
hey guys, Scott from Sick Pizza. It's the end of our first day of trying to generate a bunch of money for the folks from the Oxford tragedy. And today we gave away how many pizzas?
354.
So we gave 354 pizzas away, and we generated how much revenue?
$10,343.
Okay, now that is awesome, but we're doing this for 3 more days. So we have a huge, huge goal, and we have ordered more food, and we are actually looking for folks that have any kind of line on boxes, because that's one of the things we didn't really think about. And we used all our boxes today. Our vendor is actually bringing us boxes tomorrow, but then we have 2 more days. So we need 12-inch pizza boxes. So if anybody knows anybody at Gordon's or any pizzerias around that want to come donate, I don't care if it says your name on it, it doesn't matter. This isn't about our name. This is about serving the community and raising money. So I will be here all day tomorrow, and we're doing this from 12 to 8 tomorrow. We're gonna have all these volunteers again, and just come out. Let's support this community, guys. Thank you.
Strong.
Go baby.
so that was that first part, because we thought, hey, we got the food, we got like we have all our stuff covered for our normal, thinking once again a normal week, and maybe we could raise 25 grand. So so I know I stepped back there a minute, but then let's get back to Thursday and what.
So by end of day Thursday, Tom and I had recircled, and I mean, he was there, and Aiden was I couldn't have done it without Aiden. I mean, he was freaking amazing.
Well, he wasn't there Thursday at school.
He wasn't there Thursday, but
No,
yeah,
right.
He wanted to be. He wanted to skip school, but we don't let him skip school. So I reached out to Big Jim on WCSX. I've listened to him for years, and they're just great. And not necessarily that we wanted stuff from them, we just kind of needed to get the word out because like my supplier couldn't get all the food that I needed. And we were okay that it wasn't necessarily our exact blend of cheese or things like that, or our pepperonis that we like to use.
Well, yeah, and I guess that's the thing is like, so it wasn't but 5 o'clock Thursday, and then Scott's like, well, wait, we don't have enough boxes, we don't have this. So then he's calling our suppliers to try and order stuff so that we can get it.
Right. And buy it. I mean, our plan was to buy it. And then I had reached out to Big Jim, and he called me and he said, what do you need? So the original thought was boxes, right? Because we normally go through X amount of, let's say 10 packages of them a week, and they were gone. Hey everybody, Scott from Sick Pizza. Everybody say hey. Hello. So we are about 4:45. We are already at $10,000 raised today. Nothing for that? We got an amazing group of volunteers back here. We got an amazing group of folks in the lobby supporting us, supporting Oxford. So if you're coming out to the vigil, please stop into the pizzeria, grab a pizza. You can leave a donation or not. If you're hungry, get some food. We're all in this together. Thanks, guys. On Thursday. So
we had already had in play for Friday morning people to drive around to Gordon Foods and places where they can get boxes and just buy up the boxes that they can.
Yep.
And then that's when you reached out, obviously, to Big Jim.
Yep. So we did that, and then Big Jim came. Hungry Howie's came through, huge. Pizzapopolis, Mama's Pizza. I don't even know where Mama's Pizza is. We got all these different boxes that we actually saved. One of them, each of them, we're going to do a mural of, just to, to thank folks. I mean, one of the coolest things to me was, you look in the warmer for the pizzas we were giving away. There's a couple Little Caesars boxes, a couple Hungry Howie's boxes, Pizzapopolis, Chicago Brothers.
There's a Romeo box in there.
Yeah. I think Mama's is in Romeo, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
Hey everybody, Scott from Sick Pizza, along with a huge group of volunteers. What's up, guys? Hey! Today, some miraculous things happen, and everything that we're doing right now is for the victims of Oxford, and we just wanted to give you a tally of how we're going. We've got a huge goal, and I think we're going to get it, but we're going to take you over to the tally board, and I just want to thank all these awesome people, and let's go check it out. So today we gave away 662 pizzas, and we raised a total of $21,521. So our two-day total is now at $31,864. Now, folks, that is 100% every dollar going to the victims, and we're doing it for 2 more days. So we want to do that again. But I really want $60,000 to be able to distribute to all the folks, and just come up tomorrow and see us. We'll be here from 12 to 8 Saturday and Sunday, and we got small round pepperonis and small round cheeses, and we're just gonna have buckets out for donations. Thank you so much. Good morning, Scott from Sick Pizza. Day 3 of the Oxford Strong movement. We are giving away pizzas, and just for donations. Super successful. We are at $30,000 right now in 2 days, which is just amazing. I put more pizzas through here yesterday than have ever been put through here, ever. I got my volunteers in here making dough this morning. We're gonna be ready for you. We gotta finish strong. Yesterday was an incredible day, and we just gotta keep it going. I've got, take you out here, all the boxes that have been donated. I can't even name names. There's been so many people. Gordon Foods, Costco, Sofo, Chicago Brothers Pizza in Orion, Jets Pizza in Orion, Red Naps. We got some stuff from them. Just totally amazing. It's a true community is coming together. It's given us a purpose and given us something to do. So swing by today, 12 to 8. Come get as many pizzas as you want. If you have a great big group of kids that you need to feed, let me know. Send me a private message on Facebook and we'll get them fed. That's all I got. I know you guys are probably sick of seeing me and I'm sick of talking, but we gotta generate more money. Thank you. So that really came together, and then you go to the next thing of, okay, I've got all this cheese that, we grind our cheese and it's a secret blend and everything. And I said, it's gonna last us another day. Steve Templin from Crave Pizza in Clarkston, awesome. He brought me flour, he brought me sauce. That's actually the sauce that we have today so we can be open. And we're still kind of on the cusp of if we get super busy tonight, we're gonna end up closing early just because today is business as usual, but we're keeping up the buckets. We're keeping the Venmo open because debriefing at dinner last night, we thought, let's just keep it open a little bit longer, and it doesn't hurt us to keep it open as long as it's still got momentum and people still want to give. It's there. So we still have buckets on the counter, and we still have the Venmo that has been super successful.
So Scott, fast forward a little bit there, all the way through Sunday, but let's just say that, so we went Thursday, that's where we're at, then we go to Friday, and that's it, like 7 o'clock in the morning, Big Jim's on the radio with Scott, and so the people that we had going, because the stores opened at 8, for them to go get boxes so that we can run on Friday, well, you're listening to this stuff on the radio as it's happening, and all this stuff's getting donated, and it's like, okay, well, you guys don't have to get boxes or go find the boxes, they're coming to us with the boxes.
Right. So Costco out of Roseville brought us hundreds of pounds of cheese and pepperoni, as did the Auburn Hills Costco. That all kind of happened on Friday because I said, we've really got to ramp up because as of Saturday, you can't get anything anywhere, obviously. So we were literally stockpiling the walk-in, and everything's math. So we only had so many trays. We actually, Big Jim got us some trays from another restaurant in Sterling Heights, and they were able to loan those to us just because we didn't have anywhere to put dough. So that was Friday. Then Saturday,
which once again, we thought on Thursday we were crazy with 350 some pizzas or whatever. You'll see the little cuts in here. We're doing gonna patch in all the highlights, but 350 some pizzas on Thursday we thought was incredible.
Yeah.
And then we roll into Friday, and then Friday, obviously all these donations and stuff are coming in for other food and stuff to do. And also labor. That's when people started to come to help. So people I'd grown up with and worked in the pizza business with 30 years ago, all of a sudden were there. We got the band back together, and we had one of our best friends' families is the Sitkas out of Orion, and they've got 4 daughters, and 3 of them and mom and dad were the row making pizzas. That's going to be their Christmas card, so I can't wait to see it. All right, Scotty, we got good news and we got bad news for you. Allison counted all your money, and the bad news is the count was definitely off.
How's that?
Everything that you put up there just was not accurate. So
I don't believe that because I had many accountants and things like that counting money.
Yeah, the problem is you had 27 accountants counting it.
That's true.
You didn't have the right accountant.
That's 100%. 100%.
So Allison counted everything and came to it. So the bad news is that it's wrong.
Okay.
The good news is the wrong was on an error that was low. There was more in there than what we thought.
Okay.
So how far off was it? Because you had 31 and some change.
Yes, sir.
That was with 7,000 of Venmo.
Yes.
So we take the 7,000 Venmo out, just the money that Allison counted.
It was $26,000, over $26,000.
So like 26,352, then the 7,000 of Venmo takes you to what? 33.
Just
not
over
31.
33. Nice. Just over $33,000.
As of the first 2 days.
Awesome. So what's the total?
Total, we don't know with the 7,000 because we didn't have the total Venmo amount.
Right, so and now the Venmo's gotten to be a lot more, so.
$33,376.
There you go. So
Yeah.
gained about $2,000 with the recount. So that's
So
why we don't believe in
what
election
we're
numbers.
actually going to do is we're going to have Allison go count the money again, and maybe it'll grow. Maybe it's a true miracle that's happening. But
So she did count it twice. So
what is a true miracle that's happening here in Oxford? We got kids out peddling pizzas on the street. We've got so much support in here. Just get in here. We're giving out pizzas. Come
we
bring
got
some
plenty
money.
of boxes now.
Lots of boxes. We got lots of boxes. Thank you. So we ended up getting the food, and it still kept trickling in because I'm like, man, we're gonna cut it close. Like yesterday, literally, we had one bag of cheese left. We had no dough and a couple containers of sauce, and we were getting low on pepperoni too. So it was literally like it was the best planning ever, I guess, for not planning one bit of it because people were just bringing me boxes of stuff. Hey guys, Scott from Sick Pizza. We were gonna be 12 to 8, but we're gonna go till 9 because of the football game. So record number of pizzas today, record number of volunteers, record number of money. So just wanna let you know, if you wanna get pizzas, come on up and get them. Small round pepperoni or small round cheese. As many as you want. If you want a ton, give me a call, 248-342-2552, just so we can make sure we got them. Love you all.
Yeah, to say it was overwhelming, like on so many levels, from the emotional level, from the physical level, like I mean, it's an understatement. Like in
Hey everybody, Scott from Sick Pizza. Yeah. It's 9:10 p.m. on Saturday, and we've got a lot of the players from today, and we did some spectacular things today. The numbers are huge, and we're gonna let Jake Singer explain them to us because there's many of them, because we had Venmo, we had cash, we had different things. So Jake, what's going on?
We did over $20,000 today in donations to the Oxford Strong cause. Woo! Through the 3 days, we have raised just over $40,000 in cash and checks, and another $13,000 through Venmo. That Venmo is at Scott-Taylor-305. So if you're not able to make it up, get it in that Venmo, because we're hoping to keep this going strong and finish it out great tomorrow.
So what is our
total?
$53,740.
And how many pizzas?
We have done over 1,600 pizzas in 3 days.
It's a lot of pizzas. So obviously we're just trying to keep our energy going. We got one more day, and we're trying to finish super strong. We want to have a huge day tomorrow. I know that we're at a huge number now, but I would love to be at 75 grand. I know that it's astronomical and crazy, and they all tell me it's stupid, but I think we can do it. So because of Gordon Foods and Big Jim at WCSX and I can't numerous pizzerias, I can't even start naming names because all these boxes that we've got in here. Obviously when this started, we had our normal week of supplies, and it's turned into something truly spectacular. So we will see you tomorrow from 12 till whenever, probably 8, probably 9. So just get up here, come in, talk to us, get a hug, leave some money, take some pizzas. We love you all. Oxford Strong.
And that's the part, like, as you work through all the days, and then we ended up ending early yesterday because we were out of dough. So therefore, like, we're almost out of sauce, we are almost out of pepperoni, almost out of cheese, and officially out of dough. So we ended at 6:30 yesterday. You see the highlights on that, but I guess you don't have to pinch it like it's a dumpling.
It's 8 a.m. on Sunday morning. We got a new dough crew here because they're badasses. We're getting it going today.
Not bad.
We're at $53,000. We already blew the original goal away, so We just want to do a lot more money.
We didn't know
I'd
what-
like to do 75,000. So we'll see you soon.
I guess one of the things I want to talk about, like I guess, is community.
Hey everybody, Scott from Sick Pizza. Hey, everybody say hey. So just kind of giving you an update. We counted the money a while ago, but I just wanted to, we're trying to keep a cool video journal of what's going on. Right now we are at 60,000. What? $60,878 and 1,842 pizzas, which it's funny because I've got Dino Vendetti in here who used to own this pizzeria. He also talked to another guy that owns a huge pizzeria, and they said, you can't do that. You can't do 842 pizzas in 4 days. But we did. And we also gave them all away. So maybe we're crazy. But I just wanted you to see everything that's going on in here. We got Marky Mark, we got a volunteer that came from Lapeer High School. We got the Tom Bailey pumping pizzas into that oven. Yeah, baby. We got soccer coaches, we got friends. Hot moms. We got hot moms. We got people washing dishes because actually, when the pans come out, they're so hot that we have to dunk them in water and then to cool them off. So, just wanted to give everybody an update and show you kind of what's going on here. We are going to finish strong. We need about 10 more grand. So, if you've been waiting to come up here because you thought it was going to be crazy, there's no waiting because it is crazy. And as quick as we can make the pizzas, they are going away. So we've got curbside. If you want to pull up in the front, people will take your donation and give you a pizza. You can go over to GrabCap and send me a text. You'll see a sign up on the wall and I'll bring you a pizza. So whatever you want to do. So thanks guys.
And that's the part that it was last night when we went to the restaurant, before you got there, that a guy walked up to me and he said that I just moved here not that long ago. I've seen everything that's going on with Facebook and the way the community has responded to this. He said, I lived in LA my entire life. I didn't know this happened. And I guess there is no community in that area, at least that he saw. I know there's community there, there has to be, but
Sure. All right, guys. I'm coming to you from my walk-in. And when we started all of this, the donations were huge. I couldn't even get in this walk-in. And now, this is all we got. So we can make about 120 more pizzas. And that's all we're gonna make because that's all the meat we got, that's all the cheese we got, that's all the sauce we've got. So we really want to finish strong. I'm not going to tell you what the number is because it's freaking amazing right now. But we're going to stay here till these pizzas are gone. So get in your car, come up here. If you're with a group of people, just everybody throw in 20 bucks. Let's see what we can do. Let's finish super, super strong. I'm going to come out and show you all these people. We got all these people still. Everybody say hey. So we got all these people still making pizzas. We're literally finding every piece of dough we can find. I got Dino Vendetti here, previous owner of this space. So let's just finish strong, guys. I mean, we are so far way above anything that I ever thought we were gonna do. And so let's just make it crazy, okay? We'll see you soon. Get up here. 33 North Washington.
In these situations, when stuff happens like this, that's when you see how a community can come together with something. And literally, normally our pizza line has one or two guys as makers, one guy as a cutter, and one person up front. So you're talking about a 4 or 5 person crew. Literally, all weekend, it was a 30 person crew. like we wonder, we're just making cheese and pepperoni, so there must be quality control happening in between each one of these. But like just the outpouring of community, like that's the part that you just look at and you say, wow, like I mean it is amazing, and it's part of the healing process too, is for people to be in community like that. And that's the part that like is just.
This is the last 2 pizzas.
Yeah.
We will give you a total count in another video.
Completely overwhelming, because like when people come together like that for like, there wasn't phone calls made, hey, can you come help me? There wasn't any of this stuff. It's just people coming in, and then they just kept coming in saying, how can I help? And like I touched on earlier, like the kids, the amount of kids, like there was the kid from Lapeer, like there was, I mean, obviously the Oxford and Orient community, the kids, like just all these kids showing up saying, what can I do to help? Like, and obviously, I mean, just wanting to do something. And that's the part that like, it's just amazing. Like, I mean, literally, I mean, I guess, like, I mean, at one point in time, somebody at the counter is like, hey, we want to say hi to Wayne. We're like, we don't think we have a Wayne here.
I didn't even know
like,
who Wayne was.
So we're going around or whatever, and Wayne was in the back washing dishes. It's
And
like,
there
"Are you
for
Wayne?"
8 hours.
Like,
Yeah.
And he's been there all day, but like that's how intense everything was. And it's like, and you get Wayne, and it's like, oh, nice to meet you, Wayne. Like he'd been there working all day.
Right.
And like, and that's the thing that like, it's just being part of a community and living in community like that, like that's the part, and that part of it, like for so many people, that is what helps you get through a situation like this. I mean, a ungodly situation that happens, and there is no repairing the damage from that situation. All you can do is try and like heal and get better from that. And I mean, that's what I saw this weekend. Like just a community coming together, doing what they could. Is it the right thing, the wrong thing? Like nobody knows. We just want to do something.
Right.
And it's just, and it's amazing, and like all of Michigan, like throughout Michigan. I mean, there's donations from all over the country.
Yeah.
So
The lieutenant governor came in and visited us just to say thank you, and it was kind of funny because they had called to ask if it was okay to come, but they said there's not going to be any cameras, there's no news cameras, this is not a camera op, you know. But then there was a news station from Grand Rapids that was a really nice guy that was doing a very heartfelt story, because we kind of had to watch, you know, I didn't feel it was up to me to give my opinion of the most tragic thing that's ever happened, because it doesn't matter what I think. All we cared about was having supplies to make pizzas, making pizzas, cooking pizzas, and giving away pizzas so we could fill up buckets. And that's really, I think, this gave us the opportunity to keep our mind off the true tragedy. It was sad. It was the worst thing that I've ever experienced. The school is actually just a mile up the street from the pizzeria, and we only have one main drag. And you know, once the amount of emergency vehicles, you know, it was, and with social media, pretty much knowing real time what's going on in places, but it was a terror attack, and horrible. So just, that's kind of what we started with. And then by the time we got to yesterday, you know, we were able to feed kids at a funeral home. We were able to feed kids that were making ribbons and things on the first night. Like Tom said, basically my 14-year-old and I went to the shop and it was closed, but we knew we needed to do something. And somebody called and said, hey, there's 100 kids up at the Legacy Center in Oxford. So we made a bunch of pizzas. And then there was a bunch of people at Collier Lanes, which is our local bowling alley. And we made a bunch of pizzas, because that's like, Evelyn didn't want to go home. She wanted to stay and help. And that's not about us. That's not about Sick Pizza. It was just, we have the opportunity because we have a pizzeria. So we just wanted to be able to, you know, use whatever gifts and talents and blessings that we have to try to make things a little bit better.
No, and and I mean that's the part that, like, it's not, in these situations, it's not what you do, like, you just have to do something. And like,
Yeah.
and I mean, we did what we knew how to do. I mean, and that was it. And like, and there's so many businesses that are doing similar things, and like, and sometimes it's a shame that it takes a tragedy like this to bring a community together. But man, when a community comes together, it's a life-changing experience.
Absolutely.
And like, and once again, I mean, I'll never forget just the physical pictures in my mind of looking and seeing all these people like crammed into the little kitchen that normally has about 5 people in it, just doing whatever they can. And like, and man, and the amount of people that just said, hey, this helped me, like, by being able to volunteer and do this, to do something, like Scott said earlier, like, I mean, it helps take your mind off things so that you don't just sit there and stew in your own mind, like you're doing something, and it doesn't fix anything. All it does is help all of us heal a little bit, and there's a lot going forward that still has to be done. And I mean, and that's the thing. Like, I mean, it just like, and I guess the whole point of this is we're just trying to put together like a recap of the weekend to kind of put some thanks to like all the hundreds of people that were part of making this happen,
Yeah.
and all the tens of thousands of people that donate,
Right.
like to these families. Like, most people, like, they never even knew anything. And I mean,
I literally met 40 to 50 new people that were just Oxford citizens that had been following our Facebook blogs, and they walked in and said, "Can I have an apron?" Sunday morning, we were just about out of gas. We meaning me. So people kept calling and asking if they could volunteer. I said, you know what? I need you there at 8, because normally at 8 we have our dough guys, and Aiden and I will do all the dough. And I said, we can't do it by ourselves. We need to do, I mean, normally we would do 5 or 6 batches of dough. We were doing 10 batches, but when you got 7 people rolling it, we did it in an hour and a half instead of 4 hours. So just like, I can't even begin to mention names, because some names, like, I started writing them on the board and trying to call people by their names, because that's what I do, but it got to be there was too many people. And then I knew that, oh, that's all the Fox kids outside, you know, because there's 5 of them. And yeah, that was really truly the heartwarming thing. A couple of our employees were right in the mix. One of our employees was helping kids out of windows. He came yesterday. His dad came right after a funeral. I mean, just heart-wrenching things that, and what I told each one of those kids that was there yesterday that are our employees, I gave them a hug and I said, you guys are doing what a grown man does, not what a kid does. And it's very inspiring, and not just men, women too. So that was, to me, the things that these kids have learned and what we're learning from these kids. That's one of my big takeaways. That they truly do feel, and they truly do love, and they truly do want to help people heal. And I don't think we give them enough credit. I mean, I work with kids every day, so does my wife. She's a teacher, but I get so frustrated with them sometimes, and you know, but when I think about these young adults and how much they stepped up and how awesome they were, that's one of my big things.
no, and that's like I said. I mean, that's the reason for us is just to recap and thank people that stepped up, and like, I mean, just it's an example of living in community. Like, I mean, we're designed as human beings to live in community, and sometimes we all get stuck running the rat, our day-to-day routine, and we forget about that we're supposed to live in community. We're supposed to be around people like this, and I mean that's what God wants. And it was a true example of it this weekend, and that's the thing. Like, I mean, just obviously we made zero money this weekend, but like what we got, like there is not a dollar value that can be put on what was earned this weekend.
No, that's a good way to
I
say
mean,
it.
it's just like it is.
Here we go. This is our last pizza coming out.
It is crazy. I mean, it is.
We do have a dollar value though that we are able to put on it.
So, well, dollar value, yes, that we raised for the families, yes, and
And what was that?
what was our total?
As of last night at 6:30, this is the total, but my Venmo's been dinging all night, so we'll have to figure that out with Allison because Allison's our accountant. $81,889, and that was 2,302 pizzas, which you can't do in 4 days.
Which is amazing. Like, I mean, it's amazing how many pizzas we're making. Like,
So you're talking about a double-deck conveyor oven that was full for 4 days.
Yep.
Is what that was.
And it holds 30 pizzas at a time, 9 minutes to get through. Like,
Yep.
It's amazing how the timing, we could figure out the timing very well this weekend because
Yeah, we
literally,
definitely-
like, as fast as they were made, they were going out the door.
Yep.
So, and that's, I mean, beyond all the volunteers, our family and friends, like, I mean, just, I don't even know. I know there's a lot of blabbering going on, but it's like, it is truly like just blown away. And we're going to continue accepting donations at the restaurant and Venmo, like, till next week, and then see where we end up. I mean, we had a goal of 25 grand and we kept raising the goal. We're at over 80 grand now, so we would love to be able to hit 100 grand as donations for these family. We are back to making pizzas for money this week, so, but we are accepting all the donations on behalf of the families through next week. So we definitely appreciate if you guys think to give. Link to Venmo in the video here, and just once again, I mean, we appreciate all the support from everyone. Like, I mean, just I mean, just the gift we were given this weekend is immeasurable. So.
Hey everybody, Scott from Sick Pizza. I know they're laughing at me because I always say that. So we are at the end of our pizza marathon, and we tried to do.
Why are we at the end?
Why are we at the end? Because we ran out of everything. We ran out of dough. We ran out of cheese. We ran out of sauce. All the stuff that, I mean, we ran out of our own stuff like that a few days ago, but the thousands of dollars worth of food that was donated from all the local vendors and restaurants was just crazy. We will do that in another video because I know I'll forget somebody and I don't want to do that. So we got some numbers for you. It's very exciting, but we want to let you know that we're not going to stop yet because literally as we've been adding up the numbers, more people keep coming in, keep bringing in more money. We're going to keep the Venmo open all week. We're going to keep the buckets on the counters with this little guy up there. Okay? So we have invited some of our youngsters to come forward so we can get some numbers. Okay? So Evelyn has the Thursday counts, which was $11,824 and 354 pizzas. Then on Friday, we did $21,552, and that was 662 pizzas. Then we went right on to Saturday, and Saturday was $20,364 and 651 pizzas. And today we finished very, very, very strong because you guys are freaking awesome. So today we finished. It's not even 8 o'clock. We ran out of food at 6:30. So sorry. $28,149 for 635 pizzas. So before we give you the grand totals, we just got to thank everybody that's here. Tom Bailey and I mean, this would not have been possible without Tom. We literally sat down and we tried to figure out what we could do to try to make a difference, because it's not about Sick Pizza. It's not about us. It's about what can we do to make an obscene amount of money for these kids and these families that are just hurting. And all we knew what to do was to make more food and to generate more money. So that's what we did. So Evelyn Taylor, I just got to tell you, has worked about 50. She's worked about 50 hours in the past 4 days, at least.
You can't say that, there's child labor laws.
There's no labor laws because she's my kid and she wasn't getting paid. So Evelyn, why don't you show us the final numbers? So our final numbers, our 4-day total for the Oxford victims is
$889 and 2,302 pizzas.
And Venmo's still open, and the buckets are still open. We're gonna actually start selling pizzas tomorrow for Sick Pizza, because as much as we'd love to keep doing this, there's lights and people we gotta pay. So we love you all. Everybody's been awesome. I mean, when you look at how many pizzas those are and how many people that represents in this community, and our friends and our loved ones and our families and all these volunteers.
And all the volunteers that aren't here.
And yeah, this is literally, I mean, we had 50 people here today. We had 40 people here yesterday. We had kids out on the street with signs. We had people, because we were cooking pizzas so fast that we literally had to take the pans and put them in the sink to cool them down so we could spin more dough. We're gonna do a very good debrief, Tom and I will, tomorrow, and we'll put a really cool video together. But from the bottom of our hearts, we just want to tell Oxford that we love you, and thank you all.
So what we got, guys, you'll see lots of highlights throughout the video of the little post that Scott did all weekend long, keeping everything up to date with the numbers and stuff. But thanks.
Thank you.